Restoring Fragments, Renewing History, the Banneker-Douglass Museum's 30th Anniversary Art Project. Upon this rock, I will build my church. May there be peace within these walls. In 1874, the Mount Moriah African Methodist Episcopal Church on Franklin Street opened its doors. More than just a church, it was the foundation and rock of social and political life for Black Annapolitans, as well as a spiritual home for its large congregation. In 1970, the Mount Moriah congregation, which had outgrown its space, sold the building to Anne Arundel County. And while the county's initial plans called for demolishing the building, it was saved from destruction by a committed group of local activists, community leaders, and legislators. The building was transformed into the Banneker-Douglass Museum. 110 years after being built, on February 24th of 1984, in this same space, the Banneker-Douglass Museum was born. The building saved from demolition and given a new purpose, a new lease on life. As Maryland's official repository of African American heritage and history, the museum gives visitors from our state and around the globe the opportunity to learn about the critical role Black Marylanders have played in our country's story. And for the past 30 years, 84 Franklin Street has remained at the center of this community, not as a church, but as the collectors and tellers of Maryland's African American history. Over 30 years, the Banneker-Douglass Museum doubled in size, dedicated a new library, and reaffirmed its community commitment by showcasing an array of exhibitions celebrating African American history in Maryland. To commemorate that history, renowned visionary artist and Baltimore native Loring Cornish was commissioned to create an original work of art, a tribute to 30 years of preservation that pays homage to the building's 140 years of tradition. Entitled, Peace Be Within These Walls, it's a work of art that chronicles the museum's 30 years while speaking to larger themes. A work of art that speaks to our spirit, touches our soul, and looks forward to the next chapter in our history. To make the Banneker-Douglass Museum possible, a diverse group of Marylanders came together, united by their common concern for keeping the stories, the history, the beliefs symbolized by this building from fading. And although they came from different backgrounds, with different ages, occupations, and places they called home, they worked together and made their dream a reality. That is why it was so important to choose an artist who can embrace this history and tell this story. In Loring Cornish, we found an artist who knew how to transform what some may consider trash into treasure, who knew how to take something old and make it new again, an artist who celebrates all of the unsung achievements of the African American community, an artist who can restore fragments and thereby renew history.